Howdy folks. Today I'm going to talk about this bottle, Italicus Rosolio Di Bergamato. Is it worth it? So when I first saw this bottle, I was immediately intrigued. I mean, the bottle itself is beautiful. I mean, just look at this. It's got a cool cap. It's blue. It's got this sort of ribbed thing. It looks super duper classy. And I also love bergamots. When bergamot oranges show up at the store, I always buy some. They make great garnishes. They have this incredible aroma. It's mostly the peels you're in it for, but yeah, I love them. I'll make an infusion. I'll make a cordial, a bergamot cordial. Great stuff. Just the aroma of bergamot is incredible. Now, that is why I was somewhat disappointed when I got hold of this bottle. I thought it was going to be like a super aromatic, bergamot-y thing, and it's not that it's bad. It's very good. It's very sweet, but it doesn't really taste like a bergamot to me. The flavor to me is like just sort of a generic lemon lime. One of my friends tasted it, and what they said is it reminded them of flat 7-Up. And now that I've got that in my mind, I cannot get that out. And now it really does taste like 7-Up that's gone flat. Very sweet, with sort of a weird aroma, and just like a lemon lime. So this bottle also is, it's 20% alcohol, so not super high proof. And it costs $40 where I live, which is kind of a lot for a sort of niche liqueur that we're not really sure what to do with. So now on the bottle itself, it suggests doing Italicus and Prosecco with ice and a green olive. Now, sometimes bottles have some wild stuff on them. Italicus and Prosecco is probably okay. I wouldn't put a green olive in it, but I don't really like Prosecco. I don't really like champagne, so I would probably never do that. And I'm, always looking for cocktail ingredients. So the way I've been thinking about Italicus is as a substitute for other sweet cocktail additives. The main one is maraschino. So if I think of a drink that has maraschino, I might sub in some Italicus instead and see how that goes. And that's something I'm going to try. The other way to think of Italicus is almost like a condiment. Like you sort of sprinkle it into a drink just to add a little zazz. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to make a martini, and I'm going to add in a little Italicus just to sweeten it up a bit and see how that improves things. And I'm also going to make an improved whiskey cocktail. Instead of maraschino, I'm going to use Italicus. So instead of that maraschino funkiness, we're going to get this Italicus kind of lemon lime flavor. I'm not going to put it in a sour because if I put lemon or lime juice with this, you're not going to get any Italicus flavor at all, I think. With this lower proof, I don't think the flavor really punches through when you have lots of other flavors. So we're going to keep these drinks simple. All right, let's try it. Give this a shot. First up is this martini. It's just a regular martini, 2 ounces of gin, ounce of vermouth, put in a ½ ounce of Italicus. I tried it with a ¼ ounce and it just wasn't getting past the vermouth at all, so we're going to see what a ½ ounce will do. I mean, I don't love martinis. I like martinis, and I'm always looking for ways to slightly improve them. Now, this Italicus has a hard time competing with the vermouth, but it is lending a little bump, a little sweet lemony bump into the middle of the palate. Let me just try it again. And like a slightly perfumey tinge to the whole thing. It's actually pretty good. But it has a hard time punching through in a strong way like you might expect from a strong flavor like a bergamot. Try this improved whiskey cocktail. Now I used JTS Brown. It's a cheaper Heaven Hill bourbon, which I think is pretty good and pretty good for mixing. But I wanted something that I felt like could be improved. I didn't want to use some amazing whiskey because I'm trying to improve this thing. Now, the great thing about these improved whiskey cocktails is the absinthe spritz really gives you an amazing blast on the nose when you first smell it. Again, not an overpowering bergamot flavor. It's actually just mostly sweet from the simple syrup, I think. That's the sort of flavor I'm getting. A little citrusy hint, and a little sweeter than a normal old-fashioned. It's not bad, actually. Listen, it's not bad. But I wouldn't say this Italicus is your new essential bottle at all. It can improve certain drinks, but the low proof doesn't really cut through to against other strong flavors. So it's better sort of on its own. So maybe Italicus and Prosecco is the way to go. So as a cocktail condiment to sprinkle into drinks, I think Italicus works fine. It's not my favorite. At $40, it might be a little much. But I think when I finish this bottle, and I've almost finished it, I won't buy it again. I'll make room on my shelf for something new. And when I get that new thing, I will tell you about it, and we'll figure out what to do with it. Hey, thanks for watching. Do you have Italicus at your home bar? Let me know down in the comments what you think of it. And thanks for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.